So we have this in here looking like a pile of shit. Peeling the wrap off of it. Started peeling, it'd been on there 4 or 5 years. We gotta get it off, but we gotta heat it up. Original color silver. This is the white brick, originally silver. So it's getting changed. Usually we have nitrous. Just hiding back here. Yeah, it's hiding back there. So on the nitrous, it made 606 wheel horsepower and 905 foot-pounds of torque. We're still on the original factory clutch. This truck has 63,000 miles, and I bought it with 11,000 miles. I don't know if we can see anything. Some more lights in this motherfucker. So it's a wet kit, so it's got a throttle plate, or a throttle body plate right there. So fuel and nitrous is your wet kit. We also have a fuel cell right here, mainly because the factory fuel pumps kind of max out around 150 shot. You're getting into dangerous territory. So it's got a fuel pump right behind this little fuel cell. In the fuel cell, we run 100 octane. And the regular in the tank is 91 octane. So this will regulate the fuel pump here that sprays this into here. Then the computer controls when it gets the fuel. So it's a return style system, so it just goes right back to the tank. So that runs about 40 psi is what we have it tuned for. And then the nitrous is 1,000 to 1,100 psi, unless I like to party, and then it's 1,300, whatever I heated it up to. I just spray it. Been through over 100 bottles. We're probably pushing 150 10-pound bottles through this thing, and not a single problem. No check engine light, nothing. We're at 62,000 miles, so the valve springs in these things tend to break, and you have catastrophic failures. So what's going to happen is the valve springs are getting changed out, and the push rods. Just with factory ones, but you don't want a $450, $500 worth of parts to destroy this engine to where you can't even rebuild it. So these are some Bellinger headers with ceramic coating on them, and those are getting sold because I don't want to chop them up. They're like $1,600, $1,700 headers, and didn't feel like chopping those up. So what we're going to do is take those off, take the nitrous out, take this whole battery tray out. We're going to put the wheel wells back in. They're out right now. I don't drive it in the rain that much. But right here, there's going to be a 107 millimeter single turbo. Yes, this should spool it up just fine. I actually may keep some of the nitrous stuff just to run a little 50 dry spot shot to help it spool, just like on a timer button. We'll see how the tuning goes first. But I've got ports in the bottom of this where I can throw a couple jets in and a solenoid. No big deal. Just run a little dry shot. But we're going to be changing to probably E85. These PCMs won't run flex fuel, so I'm just going to run E85. And I'll either buy it by the drum, or I don't know, I might buy E100 and then just mix it myself. We'll see. There's a lot of gas stations around here in Denver. But yeah, those are coming off. We're going to build some custom headers. So we're just going to collect these similar to what this is. It's going to collect right down there, go underneath the transmission, come back over to this side. These will all collect over here. I don't know if the turbo's probably going to sit more forward, more over here. So the intake of the turbo probably right about here. So those will go down to another collector, probably, I'm thinking 3-inch, maybe 2 3/4 coming up to the turbo. It's a T6 inlet on the hot side. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Over here will be a water over air intercooler, and then another cooler for that somewhere. May put it down here. But yeah, that's the update on this thing. Just a fun little setup. We're gonna stay with the 256. We're not gonna go for crazy power, maybe 700 on boost, so maybe 10, 12 pounds of boost. We'll see what it makes. We don't wanna try to kill the engine. I mean, I might try to see how much I can get out of it, but I just got tired of the nitrous running out. Because the nitrous runs out, and then you got a Hellcat there and you can't squash them. So, that sucks. Turbos don't run out of air. They just keep spinning until you don't give them enough oil. But yeah, that's the update. This is getting welded. So I've been welding on this some today. Just on the bottom. Here's some. There's one. Gritty welds. So the caps and fittings and everything will come in from that, and then we'll drill the holes. And it's going to be mounted just about right there, because it's got to fill up this 16 AN. I want this line to be short as possible for this pump, because these are mechanically driven. That's why you see them squirt stuff in the hat, so that it helps them start, because these will pretty much, well, it won't really drain back out, but it needs to prime this whole system every time you start it, because from here back they kind of just drain back into the engine. So you want this short as possible. So that fitting will probably be right here, 16 AN. It's like, looks like an inch. That's the update. Shop is getting friggin' packed. Alright, like and follow the video so you can see more updates on all these crazy contraptions. Oh, you guys haven't seen this one. We got a Trans Am over here, getting a 500 cubic inch cataract motor. Dun, 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 with an 871 blower. Helps with the altitude sickness up here. See you later.